be doing what's called abdominal breathing. So we're going to do just one thing to get a little bit relaxed before we do it, and then we'll go into that. So you're going to do something called pulling down to heaven. You reach up, you breathe in, you breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out. We're moving energy through our body. We're trying to set our mind for a practice. And we're just going to do one movement, which is called shake the 9 gates. What we're going to do is you're trying to open up, relax your body. So you're just really loose. You're bouncing up and down. Your hips are going up and down. This is just to kind of open up your body, because we're going to do breathing. We're trying to get circulation, fluids, and energy to flow through our body. So we want our body to be open and relaxed. So this is shake the 9 gates. So we just go back and forth. And then throw the energy out. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to do abdominal breathing at whatever level you're at. And then I'm going to talk, but you'll still be practicing because this is a breathing session. So what you can do is you put your thumbs in your navel and cross your hands. And what you want to do is you're going to breathe in, your abdomen goes out. You're not forcing it out, but it's going out, you're pushing it out. And then when you exhale, you relax and breathe it in. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out. Your shoulders should be as relaxed as possible. Breathe in. Whenever you're doing Qigong, actually the whole day, but you want to have your body be as relaxed as possible. That enhances your health. So your circulation, as we said, can go through. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you continue that, so just you're going to focus on your abdomen going in and out while you're breathing. We're at a very gentle level. This is called natural abdominal breathing. It's called natural because your stomach goes out when you inhale, and then it relaxes and comes back in a bit when you exhale. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about this general form right now, which is natural breathings. Babies are considered Taoist immortals. They have a lot of fluids. That's why they're drooling and everything. That's actually considered, their Jing is very strong. Qi is moved through your body by your breath. And if you put a baby on the table, you don't see them doing this. You see their stomach gently going up and down. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to rejuvenate, become young again. So that's why we're doing this natural breathing. Breathe out. And now the other part about natural breathing is by doing this, it stimulates your vagus nerve. That releases tension in your body, and it's just very peaceful. And you use this kind of breathing to kind of circulate energy and blood and oxygen through your body. So this is what you should be doing most of the time. It's dissipating anxiety and tension and just making your body generally healthy. Also be an extra added bonus because you're breathing with your abdomen. You're lightly massaging your internal organs so they're all not cold and sticky. You want your internal organs to be warm so that they function well. Okay, so you can do this. So you want this to be your normal breathing. When we're born, like I said, you put the baby on the table, you see their abdomen going up and down. Then as we age, you see the breathing moves up and up. Pretty soon we're breathing with our chest. And so what's the first thing that we do when we're born? Inhale. What's the last thing we do when we die? We exhale. So this is all about all the breaths in between. You want them to energize your body, and you want it to circulate as freely as possible. So just keep breathing in. And now we're doing it very gently. If you do it a lot, there are movements where you try to like build up the strength, but if you do that a lot or you do it too fast, you get dizzy, which is bad. This This is to relax, relieve tension. So when you're doing Tai Chi or meditation, except if you're doing a special practice, you want to be gently doing this. And your everyday, you want to get it so you're breathing with your abdomen. So you want to bring that down. You can practice that. After about a month, you'll find that your breath has gone down here. This is called, researchers call this your, relax, rest and digest breathing. And then what happens when you're up here, when you're panicking, you're building everything up. That's called your flight or fight breathing. So we don't want to be up there, even if it's up there. If you have a panic attack, you're breathing here, you put the paper bag in over your mouth and you breathe with your abdomen. So we want this to be our normal breathing. All right, so now everybody's watching us, we're doing our breathing. You can do this if you do natural breathing lightly as your ordinary everyday breathing. You don't see it, so you can be standing there just relaxed, breathing in and out, trying to release tension without looking abnormal. So, but now we're practicing, say we're doing our meditation. So there's activities that you do while you're breathing. Obviously you don't see them. So one of the main things about this breathing is we're trying to get energy. This is called the microcosmic circuit. And you see energy flows up from your perineum, up your back, over the top of your head, to the top of your mouth. And then when you breathe out, it goes down the front of your body to just behind your navel. So you're kind of pulling in energy, circulating it over your head, and then breathing out. So what you want to do is when you breathe in, you want to kind of focus energy going up your spine. So there are activities you do while you're breathing. So the first one, the easiest one to do is when you breathe in, your tongue goes to the top of your mouth, just behind your teeth. And then you breathe out, it drops down. So as you breathe in, tongue up, breathe out, tongue drops down. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Breathe in, your tongue goes up. Breathe out, we'll do one more. Breathe in, tongue up. Breathe out. All right, activity 2. So just like we're trying to move, the energy up our spine, we're moving our tongue up and down. You can also move your eyes when you do it. So when you breathe in, your eyes can go up, kind of look at your third eye. And then when you breathe out, your eyes go straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. So breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now the next activity you do while you're breathing, that only you can see because you know you're doing it, is you pull up your perineum. It's kind of, you're pulling up your pelvic floor. So you can kind of, this has two things. As you're breathing in, you're going up, and then as you breathe out, it goes down. So I'm going to exaggerate. So okay, so this does two things. So first we'll just do it. So breathe in, gently pull up your perineum, your pelvic floor, and then breathe out, relax, and let it down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now, when you breathe in, so what you're trying to do is, this does two things. First of all, it lightly massages your internal organs. We're very big on, getting your internal organs to move around so they're not sticky and cold. So that's one thing that just generally massages your internal organs. But the other thing you do is, you're trying to imagine it when you pull up your perineum, it's pushing energy up your spine, remember? And our tongue's going up, so we're directing energy up our spine. When it gets to the top of our mouth, we drop our tongue, our eyes, and our perineum, and let it flow down the front of our bodies to, to our navel, basically our abdomen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so you guys keep practicing while I continue to talk, but you should be now doing abdominal breathing with at least 2 of the exercises, the perineum and your tongue, and then you can throw in the eyes. Your eyes, usually when you're meditating, you don't have your eyes open. You're trying to, some of them, you read the books and they say, close your senses. That's because if you've got your eyes open, you're looking around, you see things, you get distracted. But on the other hand, if you close your eyes completely, then you can fall asleep and you start daydreaming. So what they do is they have their eyes open, they're called a bamboo slit. They're just slightly open, so enough so you can see light, right? So if you do that, it's to keep your mind active so you don't fall asleep during your meditation. When they make you get up 2 hours before dawn to start meditating, you do fall asleep sometimes. So breathe in, breathe out. So when I focus on doing the bamboo slits, I find it hard to have my eyes go up and down. So I usually, when I practice, I usually just have my tongue and my perineum going up my pelvic floor. So don't forget your shoulders relaxed. You can do this. I'm standing, but you can do this seated, or you can do it in a chair, or you can do it, on a, in a meditation, seated meditation. So breathe in. So these all hold. These are all breathing principles that just go with whatever your practice is. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, but we're doing meditation. And isn't meditation spiritual and mental? Yes, it is. Good question. So, so what we want to do is, therefore, you want to engage your mind. And the way you engage your mind is, there's 2 things. There's visualization. So we'll do visualization first. Visualization, so you can do things like you visualize energy moving through your body. So when you breathe in, you can visualize, in this case, we'll visualize golden energy. So you breathe in, you visualize energy flowing from your perineum, flows up, this warm, beautiful energy flows up your spine, over the top of your head, past your third eye, into the top of your mouth. And then when you breathe out, it comes down, it goes into your abdomen, where you collect it. You're collecting it your abdomen is a cauldron. So, you're gathering this ball of energy. In this case, it's golden energy. So you're going to breathe in, visualize energy flowing up your back, over the top of your head, to the top of your mouth. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so don't forget, while you're doing this, you're doing your 2 activities, your bamboo eyes, your 2 activities, tongue up, perineum up, and visualization of energy flowing up your spine, going through this. This is called the microcosmic circuit. All right, and it's used in most traditions. You'll have something where you're breathing through that circuit, Indian and Chinese and Japanese and Buddhist. So breathe in, breathe out. I'm just going to say something about our tongue going up and down. In Chinese medicine, you have Jing, Qi, and Shen. So that's your kind of body, your energy, and your mind, your consciousness. Or it's also, so your body is your fluids, your energy is Qi flowing around, and consciousness is your consciousness. So what you're doing is for your tongue going up and down, different teachers, like some teachers will tell you it's for connecting. So when you're breathing in, it's part of the microcosmic circuit. It touches the top of your mouth, and then as you drop it down, it kind of transfers that energy to the bottom, and it flows down. And then another reason that you do it is your tongue goes up and down. In Chinese, at least Taoist traditions, you want to keep you don't want to dry out your mouth and your throat. So by your tongue going up and down, that makes you salivate, and that's your fluids, your Jing. So you're trying to strengthen your Jing and keep it flowing. So you looked like we were just standing here, like breathing, but it's actually a big, complicated thing going on. Somebody said when you see someone practicing Tai Chi or meditation, you only actually see 10% of what they're doing. Okay, so here we are. We still have several kinds of breathing to go through, but this is the basis for all of them. Okay, so breathe in. Golden energy flows up our spine, top of our head, drop our tongue down, relax our pelvic floor, breathe out. We'll just do 2 more of these. You're going to do more, I'm going to do more talking then. Breathe in. Golden energy flows up our spine, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, you keep breathing now. Don't forget to do all the things we've added so far. So the other thing they have is, this is visualization. We're visualizing the energy. I visualize this big flow of energy going up. The Chinese have another thing called Yi, which is your mind intent, which is more, you're trying to become, as you do your practices, you try to become aware of what's going on in your body. It's part of the reason when you close your eyes, you close the senses so that you stop being aware of the outside world and you become aware of the inside world. So as you're breathing, it's called Yi. So what happens is your Qi follows your mind intent, right? And your breath, your Qi and your breath follow your mind intent. So what you can do is you can try to sense energy going to your navel. So now what happens is, because you're trying to sense your navel, you're trying to feel the energy there as you breathe, that actually, you see, you kind of, all of a sudden, you kind of become aware of energy there, and then your Qi and your breathing kind of go there now, which is what you want to do. So you want to get control of your mind intent as you turn more inward. Visualization is easier at the beginning because you just like imagine all this energy coming down from the sky flowing through you. All right, mind intent's a little harder because you just have to be aware of what's going on. You're trying to become aware of what's happening inside your body. So what we're going to do is just have our mind, we're not trying to force anything, we're just trying to be aware of what's going on in our abdomen, and that's trying to draw, as we continue all our other things, breathe in, tongue up, perineum up, breathe out, pelvic floor drop down, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, keep going. So, okay, one thing I forgot to mention, we're doing natural breathing. So when we breathe in, our eyes go out, but when we breathe out, That's kind of when we pull our perineum in, up the pelvic floor. So because we're, trying to get that coordinated with our navel. So when the navel is coming in, that's when the pelvic floor, the perineum comes up in natural breathing. So therefore, when you breathe in, your eyes go up. And when you breathe out, your pelvic floor, your perineum comes up. So we'll just do 2 of those breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, we're going to continue on natural breathing, but first we're going to have a slight digression. There's something else called embryonic breathing or reverse breathing. So in that, when you breathe in, you still breathe in and out through your nose on both of these. When you breathe in, instead of your stomach going out, it's reversed. So you breathe in and your stomach comes in, and when you breathe out, it relaxes. Breathe in. Breathe out. So remember, your pelvic floor, your perineum follows your navel. So when you're breathing in, it comes up, and then when you breathe out, it all relaxes. So in this, why do you do this instead of the other kind of breathing, natural breathing? You do reverse breathing because, remember, natural breathing is to get rid of anxiety. We should do it. You want to relax. Bring relaxation and health to your life. So that's why you normally do natural breathing. Reverse breathing, you're trying to build up qi. And so what happens is, because you're pulling everything in as you breathe in, remember, we're trying to get qi to flow up our spine. So this is, you kind of visualize the qi being pushed up the spine over the top. And then as we relax, when it comes here, you relax, and that pulls it. You try to have that pull it down. So you're breathing in, navel in, perineum up, a lot of energy up the spine. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So in reverse breathing, when you use one or the other, reverse breathing you do when you want to build qi. Don't we always want to build qi? Well, you want to have good strong qi in your body, but if you do this all the time, you have all this energy going up, coming and get stuck in your head, and now you feel all this anxiety in a wild monkey mind because all this energy is up there. So you have to know how to spread it through your body. And so you actually only want to do that while you're actually practicing trying to build up your qi. When you're actually doing everything else, you want to circulate the qi through your body. And that's why you do natural breathing. And also remember, natural breathing has a lot of physiological things that actually calm your body. All right. So you think, oh, now I know everything about abdominal breathing. Well, no, that's just the beginning. So the other thing is, okay, so now you think, oh, okay, I'm doing abdominal breathing. Well, this is what one of my teachers calls stomach pusher. You're a stomach pusher because you're doing this. The babies, you see them, remember, we're trying to be like the babies. When you put the babies on the thing, you see their stomach going up and down, but they're actually not doing this either. What they do is, if you watch a baby, they're up there. If you hold them, you see they're actually not breathing with their abdomen. You see their abdomen going up and down, but they're breathing with their entire body. This is what you want to get your abdominal breathing to do. So the next step is, rather than doing this, you imagine you have a beach ball here, and when you breathe in, that expands. So you feel the sides go. It's not a lot. You're not, but you feel the sides. Plus, you get a little bit of movement toward the kidneys. So that's massaging your kidneys, which is considered the center of your vitality. So you want kidneys to be stimulated. So you want this whole area to be expanding and contracting. And so you see it. So the other thing is, anytime you do anything like this or like this, you shut off energy flowing. So you never have arms, like you're never like this. Your shoulders relax. That lets blood get to your brain. And then the rest of it is, so that lets blood get to your brain. And then you have your like eggs or ping pong balls in your armpits. So your arms are never like this. They're out. So you should be relaxed. Your shoulders should be relaxed. So blood, this also allows energy to get to your appendages. So, and what you do for the lower body too is you usually, you stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, and you never want to be practicing with your feet tight together. And then when you sit, that's also why part of the reason why you sit cross-legged when you're doing meditation, that opens up this area. So fluids and energy and lymph, waste and oxygen can flow between your feet and your feet and your torso, where it goes to your lungs, and lungs bring in oxygen and expel waste. We've only got 2 minutes left. All right, so I was trying to get it so that we at least breathe like a baby. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Pebble in a pond. So in this, you're going to, your feet's about, do it if you're seated too, but your feet are like shoulder width apart. Your hands are together, your shoulders are relaxed, your hands are on the surface of a pond. And so somebody drops a pebble in, the waves expand, and then come back. So when you breathe in, your hands are going out. They don't, you have to be careful. Everybody else is doing this except you, but I just want to remind you, just in case, everybody else is going, that's not it. When you breathe in, when you get your breath halfway in, you're only halfway to your navel. As you continue to breathe in, as you get to the end of your inhale, so you're drawing two semicircles in front of your body. So you're not doing this, because what happens, see, everything's tightening up. It's like your whole body is relaxed. That's what it's all about when you're doing breathing exercises, or even any of your forms. So you're breathing in, and then as you breathe out, your hands go back. So you're breathing in, hands going over the surface of the body. Breathe out. What I do with this a bit, not a lot, but what we're doing is trying to breathe like a baby. And we're breathing we want to breathe with our whole body. So we're not doing this. We're doing our abdominal breathing, and we're expanding that beach ball. And I raise and lower my hips, like my hips only like about an inch. And so, see, I'm not actually pulling my arms, because then I'm using muscles, and that stops the energy. I'm expanding my body with the breath, and that's why my hands come out. So breathe in, and we get here, and then breathe out, and you're using a little bit of force, but mostly I'm exaggerating now, but you're doing that, except gently. So here we go. So breathe in, just do 5 breaths. Breathe out. Breathe in. So I'm doing natural abdominal breathing. Breathe out. Breathe in, my tongue's going to the top of my mouth. Breathe out, it's dropping down. Like I said, my hips, I only have them going up and down about 1/2 inch. Just that actually, remember, you want to engage your calves. That's your third heart. Keeps your lower body healthy, engaging your calves. That's why squats, one of the reasons people always tell you to do those squats. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. So this is Pebble in a pond, and this is called an energy flow. You're trying to circulate the energy you have through the body. We'll do one more. So we've kind of collected a little bit of energy into our abdomen. So one thing you can do to kind of end up is now you're trying to absorb. We created some energy. Now we're trying to absorb that energy into our body. So you put your feet together. So now you're a little bit unstable. So this is called bamboo in the wind. Your fingers are in your navel, and then you just relax everything, and you're going to do your natural breathing. But now you're going to use your visualization or your mind intent to try to take that energy that we've absorbed and kind of absorb it into your bones and into your internal organs. And then because we're really relaxed, and as we breathe, you kind of, at least I do, tend to feel like you're getting blown around a little bit in the wind. You're a little bit unstable, but you kind of have it's the kind of the chi moving through your body as you just relax. We'll do 2 breaths. Breathe out. Breathe in. Just relax your whole body. You want to be as relaxed as possible, and you just kind of sway a little bit into the wind. Okay, so now we're going to pull down the heavens again. We're leaving the practice room, so we're going to walk through the gate. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then clap, body, mind, because we did something good. All right, so all those things.